Donald Trump's fake BS hush money trial with Stormy Daniels is over, and I'm not too surprised, but Donald Trump was found guilty on all 34 fake charges, and Patrick Bet-O'David responds to Donald Trump's conviction with some big words. I mean, everyone with a brain that's been watching this knows that Alvin Bragg has abused this whole process along with Judge Merchan. I mean, even Democrats have come out against this, and I've seen people on CNN coming out and saying, like, yeah, you can't do this. Like, the rules blatantly say you have to find him unanimously guilty on all counts, which means everyone, not, four for this and four, and that all this BS that they've done. They've absolutely violated Donald Trump's rights on every single conceivable level with this case. And it's so blatant that you can't ignore it anymore. Alvin Bragg and the deep state have absolutely thrown out the rule book to convict Donald Trump no matter what. And Patrick Bet-O'David sees it, and he's still positive about the situation, because now that the veil is off, everybody can see who these people really are. Like, these people don't believe in America. These people don't believe in the Constitution. These are communists. These are fascists. I don't know what exactly they are, but they are not Americans, and they don't care about our justice system. And it's so blatant, and it's so absolutely in your face that nobody can ignore it. And Patrick Bet-O'David calls this out and shows why he is still upbeat about the future. So, folks, let's jump in.
So I'm pretty calm.
Right now, this is the biggest live worldwide on YouTube. If you're watching this, we're #1 worldwide on YouTube.
Hey, guys.
65,000 concurrent people are right now watching this.
Wow.
podcast.
What's up, guys?
But hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not bragging with this.
Yeah.
Why are you watching us? A serious question for you. What are you doing watching us? I'm actually asking a question. Why are you watching? You don't all agree with everything we talk about. Why are you watching us? Why are you not tuning into CNN or Fox? I want to look at all their numbers. Why are you not tuning into the establishment main? Why are you not doing that? Why are you not going up? Why are you tuning into something like this? What do you hear? I don't have a degree from Columbia. This guy didn't go get a degree in journalism from freaking Florida State University. Vinny didn't go do it. Say, Tom, why are you watching us? You know what is happening? There are a lot of people that independently want to talk to people they trust, that they relate to. Regular people are sitting around saying, what the hell is going on? Who do I want to talk to people that are just like me. My confidence comes that the people that would have typically controlled these types of things, they're losing credibility. They're losing credibility. People are not going saying, what do they have to say? We already know what the mainstream media is going to be saying. I want to know what regular people are saying. My confidence comes from there. Look, I've said this many, many times. I'm a very nice guy. You've been around me.
Yes.
I'm a very nice guy. I get along with everybody. White, black, Hispanic. Right now, I just had a conversation. The guy from a Patriot Front, who, we're not with the feds. Every one of their guys is masked. You're like, what the hell is going on with these guys, right? He's sitting here. 2 hours later, an hour, second half of it, I ask him one question, he gets triggered. And you have to watch it to see what the reaction is. But I want to talk to him. Why? I get along with everybody. I want to see what your position is. By the time it's done, I know exactly what his position is. You'll find out tomorrow. We'll talk to anybody and everybody. But America's turning, guys. This may be the last time that they will have the kind of control with mainstream media. They're about to lose it. This is the last time they have this kind of power. They're going to lose it. This is a very, very important election. And I'm totally fine with people being pissed off. I'm totally fine with people energizing. I'm totally fine with people being sick of it. Whatever you don't hate, you learn to tolerate. I'm glad more people are starting to hate the fact that this is a situation we're in, that a guy is getting 34 counts of felony for hush money. And there's other people that are you kidding me? Like, this is what's taking place? Yeah, I think common sense is going to prevail. And the right people are finding each other. More places do I go to where regular day-to-day people come and say, hey, man, I watch you. Hey, man, I don't agree, but I watch you. Hey, man, I agree with you. Hey, man, I love you. Hey, man. More and more people are starting to realize, where can I go to trust regular people like me? And that shift is already happening. It's already happening.
I think Patrick Bet-O'David has it exactly right. The institutions of the deep state, of the Harvards, the CNN, all of them, no one's buying their BS anymore. When they see what they've done to Donald Trump and how they've treated him. Meanwhile, Joe Biden had documents everywhere. We have like 20 different shell company he's tied to. Barack Obama running guns, offing Americans all over the world more than anyone else. The whole Iraq debacle with George Bush. You've had all of these other people before. Hillary Clinton with her emails, all of these other crimes, all of this going on. And yet now you're going to go after the leading presidential candidate for the election for hush money, and everyone sees all of these criminals around. Everyone sees it. Everyone I talk to sees it. And it's so blatant and it's so obvious that now no one I know buys into the legacy media. No one listens to them. No one pays attention to them anymore. They don't have any real weight. They're just propaganda tools. And more people are figuring this out and are just tuning them out and turning towards the internet and turning to, people like Patrick Bet-O-David, Russell Brand, Joe Rogan, any other source where they can just get honest people and real conversations and real substance. That's where people are flocking to. And it's going to absolutely change the information landscape. And I bet these people are terrified because now that they've destroyed any credibility that they have, I mean, from this point on, it's not going to get better in that regard. It's only going to get worse. People are just going to leave the normal institutions and forms of information that they've conveyed, because this has absolutely just jogged everything up, and people see it for what it is.
And that's where, again, by the way, for those of you watching, we believe the future looks bright. We fully believe the future looks bright. Fully. So much to the point where our entire brand is around future looks bright. That's everything we believe in. Future looks bright. Some of you guys that are valuetainers, you know what that logo, the hat is. These are some of the hats that people wear. It says future. I wear future looks bright hat everywhere we go. People get confused. The other day, I'm at the soccer game for Dylan, and he's playing a game. A guy, I'm like, hey, I like your future looks bright shirt. He's like, oh, shit, it's you. Yeah, future looks bright. I want more people to sport future looks bright, to say, I am optimistic about what's going to be happening. These hats right now, you buy one, you get the second one for free. This whole concept around this, whether you're military, you're like white hats, red hats, we are optimistic about the future. That scares the shit out of the opponent. Anytime you have hope. The first thing they wanted to take away in Germany was hope. They tried to do it. A guy named Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who believed in God, who was a Christian, who used the most simplest thing that Hitler feared. Hitler feared people having hope. The moment people had hope, they couldn't win. Period.
Folks, if you're enjoying the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. Let's get back in.
I have hope. You have hope. We have hope. Future looks bright. Let them do their thing. We're finding each other, everybody.
Yep.
We are all finding each other, and that scares the shit out of the enemy establishment. Very simple. So that's why I'm very confident about the future. It's very simple for me. Nothing more, nothing less.
And that's an absolute great point. Like that's what they don't want you to have. They don't want you to have hope. They don't want you to have any real leadership. They don't want you to believe that you can change anything for yourself. They want you to just be drones, do as you're told, go where you're supposed to, and don't fight back. That is not America. That is not a democracy. That is not a representative system or a republic. That is an authoritarian state. That is what dictators do. That is what oligarchies do. That's what communism did. That's what fascism did. That is what they're trying to do here in the United States of America with Donald Trump. And Patrick Bet-O-David hits it right on the nail that no matter what, don't give up. Don't surrender. Future is going to be what you make of it. You don't have control of everything, no. But if you focus on yourself, and if everybody does that, focuses on themselves and focuses on making the future brighter for themselves, all of us are going to benefit together in that same retrospect. And it's so crazy to see. I mean, I'm glad Patrick Bet-O-David and other people have that kind of spirit. And you jump over to this. Alvin Bragg, it's just the pure lunacy that this guy exuberates, and talking about the charges against Trump and just lying to everyone's faces and just pretending like this is actually a legit trial. Just the gall of this individual, this fake DA Alvin Bragg, and what he's done to Donald Trump is just disgusting. So check it out.
Everyday jurors vowed to make a decision based on the evidence and the law, and the evidence and the law alone. Their deliberations led them to a unanimous conclusion beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant, Donald J. Trump, is guilty of 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree to conceal a scheme to corrupt the 2016 election. And while this defendant may be unlike any other in American history, we arrived at this trial and ultimately today at this verdict in the same manner as every other case that comes through the courtroom doors, by following the facts and the law, and doing so without fear or favor.
This same DA tried to put an old man in jail for defending himself against a violent attacker who assaulted him in his bodega. This is the guy who lets criminals out of jail, but this is the guy who goes after anybody who fights and defends themselves. Alvin Bragg is an evil, evil human being for what he's done and what he's done to the justice system. People have suffered and been brutalized for the policies that he has made. And for him to just have the gall to lie right to your face about what he's done to Donald Trump. I mean, this is what Patrick Beto-David was talking about. It's so blatant. It's so in your face. Anyone with common sense is not going to buy this anymore. Like you can see the lie. It's so obvious, and they just want to keep pretending like this is all legit. But funny for him, Libs of TikTok posted this earlier. As you can see, this is from the Daily Mail. Donald Trump gets a 6-point bump in approval after being found guilty on 34 counts, according to a Snap Daily Mail poll. I think it was a waste of taxpayer money. And over here, another story from the Daily Mail. Donald Trump raises $35 million after he was found guilty on all 34 counts. So, I mean, they just don't read the room. I mean, I think part of it is they just needed a headline that they could run, because now they are absolutely gaslighting everybody. And every time they keep charging him, people keep seeing it for what it was. And the further they go, the further they push all of the sane, rational people away, because it's so blatant what they're doing to Donald Trump. It's so blatant what Alvin Bragg is doing and Judge Merchant, how he just completely threw out the Constitution. It just doesn't matter anymore. How they've treated him, anybody can see it. And it's going to be the doom for these institutions, because no one's going to believe them. No one's going to buy anything they say. And now, I mean, I see calls all over Twitter for people to just boycott New York. I mean, just leave. Just get out. Because if they will do this to a sitting president, they'll do it to anyone else. And jumping over here to Benny Johnson's Twitter page, he posted this from Donald Trump's speech, where basically, he just repeats what I just said and agrees with it. Because, if they're going to do this, they can do it to anyone. So, folks, let's see what Donald Trump has to say about his insane, fake, guilty conviction.
If they can do this to me, they can do this to anyone. These are bad people. These are, in many cases, I believe, sick people. When you look at our country, what's happening, where millions and millions of people are flowing in from all parts of the world, not just South America, from Africa, from Asia, from the Middle East, and they're coming in from jails and prisons, and they're coming in from mental institutions and insane asylums. They're coming in from all over the world into our country. And we have a president and a group of fascists that don't want to do anything about it, because they could right now, today, he could stop it. but he's not. They're destroying our country. Our country is in very bad shape, and they're very much against me saying these things. They want to raise your taxes by 4 times. They want to stop you from having cars with their ridiculous mandates that make it impossible for you to get a car or afford a car, but make it very possible for China to build all of our cars. It's a very serious problem that we have. We just went through one of many experiences where we had a conflicted judge, highly conflicted. There's never been a more conflicted judge. Now, I'm under a gag order, which nobody's ever been under. No presidential candidate's ever been under a gag order before. I'm under a gag order, nasty gag order, where I've had to pay thousands of dollars in penalties and fines and was threatened with jail. Think of it. I'm the leading candidate. I'm leading Biden by a lot, and I'm leading the Republicans to the point where that's over. So I'm the leading person for president, and I'm under a gag order by a man that can't put 2 sentences together, given by a court. And they are in total conjunction with the White House and the DOJ, just so you understand. This is all done by Biden and his people. Maybe his people more importantly. I don't know if Biden knows too much about it, because I don't know if he knows about anything. But he's nevertheless the president, so we have to use his name. And this is done by Washington, and nobody's ever seen anything like it.
Folks, yeah, never in the history of America has anything like this spectacle ever come close to happening, to my knowledge. And I mean, history is going to remember this. History is absolutely going to remember the day that these communist lefties just threw out the Constitution. Not even just the day, the whole year, or the whole 5 years or 10 years or however long all of this nonsense against Donald Trump has been going on. History is going to remember what these people have done, but they've gone all in against Donald Trump. They have thrown everything at him to the point that they literally just have to break the rules in order to stop him. He's leading in every poll, and I just showed you, I mean, a Daily Mail snap poll. Now he's gone up even more because of all this. They just keep proving the point that they are exactly what people think they are. And these insane lunatics in New York who are absolutely going to get people to boycott their state, because I don't know how anyone can feel safe to live or raise a family or own a business or have real estate or do anything in New York State and not be afraid of political persecution unless you bend the knee. That is not a democracy. That is not a republic. That is not a representative government. That is an authoritarian regime. That's what dictators do, like I said. And they don't care. They don't care. New York doesn't care. But Alvin, Bragg, Judge Merchant, all of these crazy people are going to rue the day that they have absolutely shattered the Constitution to go after a political rival who's winning, Donald Trump. But like Patrick Beto, David, you know what? I'm still hopeful, because now they've been so blatant with it. They're so obvious with it that everybody can see it for what it is. And that's why his poll numbers went up even higher. It's so obvious. People, I think, finally are not only seeing, but can admit to themselves what this really is and what's really going on here. But folks, let me know in the comments what you think about the fake conviction of Donald Trump, and how do you think this is going to play out in the months coming up to election day? I want to know. But folks, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe. I appreciate your time. Take care, and I'll see you next time.